KYmedia.net is proud to support Chamber Chats and support small business.
The Richmond Chamber of Commerce says, we're open for business.
Welcome to this edition of Chamber Chats with your host, Mindy Goble.
Welcome to this week's Chamber Chat. I'm Madison Pergrem with the Chamber, and today I have Bob Stanford with ISAFE Security. Bob, I know you brought a list.
I did.
And you are prepared. So I'm just going to kind of let you take it away, and you're going to talk about small businesses and making sure that their technology and everything they do is secure.
Yes, so we've been really concerned really the last 18 months or so. In 2020, cybersecurity attacks increased by over 600%. And in the first half of 2021, we had already surpassed those numbers. And every 14 seconds, a business is attacked with a virus or malware. And so we just want to do everything that we can to help our local businesses stay protected and not get infected. So
you have 7 pillars of IT security. So let's kind of maybe run through a couple of those real quick and kind of tell them how they can better stay secure.
Absolutely. So the very first thing that every business needs to do is make sure that their infrastructure is in place, which would include like your network firewall particularly, and make sure that's set up and configured correctly to block all inbound traffic. The second thing that needs to be done is end user training. Over 90% of all malware infections occur because of user interaction, a user error, like they click on something that they shouldn't. And so that's a great way to help prevent those attacks, is just making sure that every person who interacts with the computer inside your business is aware of what things they need to watch out for and not do. And then the next one is password management. So many people use the same passwords.
I'm guilty.
Oh yeah,
I'm guilty.
Every site, and they're easy, or they write them down on notepads and beside their desk or something. So
I forget them if I don't do that.
I know it, and it's really hard to keep up with. And so what we recommend is that everybody use a password management platform. And there's some really good ones out there. We have one that's included with our managed services platform. But if you're not with us, then we recommend a company called LastPass. They do a really good job, and that has a password generator, and it gives you cues, like if you use the same password at multiple sites, it'll pop up and tell you that and that kind of thing. Okay. But with those types of services, you only have to remember one password, and it stores the rest of them for you. So it's a great way to do that. And then the next thing is web filtering. And so if the end user training and the password management doesn't work and somebody clicks on something that they shouldn't, the web filtering will block known websites that are known for distributing malware. Okay. And so that's the next level of protection that we recommend having in place. And if that doesn't work, then of course you have to have active and up-to-date virus protection software. And so if you click on a link and it takes you to a site, the web filtering doesn't catch it and it starts to download something, your virus protection software will then scan those downloads to potentially block anything that's trying to get onto the computer. And if that doesn't work, each one of these kind of build on the other so you can see it's kind of, that's why we call it the 7 pillars. And so the next level of protection is patch management. So if you actually do download a virus, hopefully that virus is dependent upon a vulnerability in the software that you're already running. And if you keep all the software patched and up to date, then you're much less likely to have an issue with malware on the computer. And then the last level of protection, the 7th one, is having a cloud and really a local backup, but particularly a cloud backup in place. And at that point, if you do get infected, particularly with ransomware, at least you won't have to pay the ransom to get your data back. You will have your data secured off-site that has not been infected by the encryption technology of the malware, and you can download it and restore it without having to pay the criminals their ransom to get your data back. So.
Okay, so you have it all laid out, and if that was over the top and over your head like it was mine, he broke it down pretty good. But if you have any questions, I'm sure that you can reach out to Bob, and him and his team can help you out on what to manage through all these processes. Definitely for small businesses, this is very important.
Absolutely important. And we tell everybody, look, if we of course provide all these services, but if you don't use us, use somebody. Get these protections in place because it's extremely important and very risky. It's no longer a question of if you will get infected. If you don't have these protections in place, it's just a matter of when. And so you can go to isafecomplete.com. As a matter of fact, if you go to isafecomplete.com/7pillars, which is the number 7 and then PILLARS, you can download this sheet, and so you'll have this list to go off of to help get these protections in place.
Thank you, Bob. And the last thing I want to talk about is you do a series at the Chamber called Masterminds.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to hit on that because it's something that we have going on the Chamber once a month.
Yes.
And kind of tell them about that.
So every second Wednesday of the month we meet, and what the Mastermind does is it gives a platform for business leaders to come together and just talk about issues that they're having and get feedback from the group, and just kind of an encouragement and accountability group for business owners and leaders in the community. I've been a part of a mastermind for years. It's been very helpful to me to work through issues that we've had as we've tried to grow. And it was so beneficial that I'm passionate about helping other business owners succeed, whether that's through technology or just through general advice, experiences, and so forth. And so that's what it's for, and we'd love for you to be a part of it.
So we have a Facebook group that they can kind of join, and we kind of get a number every Wednesday when we have it. Who's coming? We pay for their food, so it's a free lunch if you want to come out. There's several different people from different, businesses, different categories that come in. So it's a really good group to be a part of. So reach out to us if you're interested in that. All of our events are on our website, so always check that out as well. Thank you so much, Bob, for coming.
Thank you, Madison.
And we'll be back next week.
KYmedia.net is proud to support Chamber Chats and support small business.
The Richmond Chamber of Commerce says, we're open for business.
You want to be on the next Chamber Chats? Contact Madison at the Richmond Chamber of Commerce. Send them a message on Facebook or give them a call or drop by downtown. Tell them you want to be on Chamber Chats.